Hello friends. About 70% of the friends who watch my videos are not subscribed, and I would be very happy if you did. Also, don't forget to press the like button and leave your comments. Your interaction makes the content reach everyone and contributes to the growth of the channel. Thank you all. From which country or city do you follow the channel? They warned me not to go into the forest after sunset. I didn't listen. Why would I? I'm Jack Crow, 32. Data analyst by day, Army reservist by some cruel twist of fate, and a guy who'd rather be home with a beer than crunching numbers or marching through mud. When the sergeant called me up for a night patrol in bumfuck Oregon, I thought it was a joke. Crow, he growled over the phone. One of our privates vanished out there. Find him or his gear. Don't dick around. Sure, Sarge, I'll slot that between spreadsheets and soul-crushing monotony. So here I am, trudging through the woods in boots that pinch my toes, flashlight flickering like it's about to quit. The air's damp, heavy with pine and a sour tang, like burnt wiring gone bad. My radio strapped to my chest, spitting static every few seconds. Cheap piece of crap hasn't worked right since they issued it. I tug my jacket tighter, muttering about how I should have faked a fever. The forest is dead quiet. No bugs, no birds, just wind snaking through the trees, sizing me up like a predator. 2 minutes in, shit gets real. The radio crackles, loud, like a whip in the silence, and I hear my own voice. Don't dick around, Jack. I stop cold, breath snagging in my throat. My heart slams so hard I feel it in my jaw. I didn't touch the damn thing. I smack it with my palm, shake it like a broken toy. Nothing, just static, buzzing low and nasty. Okay, I say aloud, voice wobbling. That's not cool. I force a laugh, but it's frail, eaten by the dark before it hits the ground. I tell myself it's a glitch, some dumb echo from the base. Happens with these cut-rate radios, right? I take a deep breath, adjust my glasses. Yeah, I'm the nerd with a gun, and keep walking. The flashlight catches twisted branches, clawing at the air like skeletal hands. Then I spot it, a glint in the dirt. I kneel, knees creaking, and dig out a dog tag crusted with mud. Private Daniel Reese, the missing kid. I pocket it, thinking I've got something to show Sarge, when the radio hisses again. Not static this time. A voice, low and gravelly, like it's choking on ash. Jack? I spin, flashlight slashing the dark. Who's there? I yell, more pissed than scared, though I'm plenty of both. Nothing. Just trees staring back, shadows swaying in the wind. My hands are slick now, glasses fogging from my ragged breath. All right, Forrest, I mutter. You want to mess with me? I've survived worse, like Brenda from HR on a rampage. But my gut's howling at me to bolt. I've got a job to do, and I'm not letting some eerie wind and a glitchy radio scare me off. Still, as I push deeper into the woods, the air thickens, pressing on my ribs. The static hums again, soft and steady, like it's syncing with my pulse. I glance back. Nothing but darkness, endless and awake. I'm not paranoid. I'm not losing it. But something's out there, and it knows my name. I grip the flashlight tighter, tell myself I'm fine. I'm not. The forest isn't just quiet anymore. It's holding its breath, waiting for me to slip. The dog tag's a cold weight in my pocket, like it's taunting me for being dumb enough to come out here. Private Reese. Huh? Probably some rookie who couldn't hack it and bailed. I've seen it before, newbies panic, ditch their gear, and leave guys like me to mop up. But this feels wrong. The forest is too still, too cocky, like it's daring me to catch on. I adjust my glasses, swipe sweat off my forehead, and keep moving. The flashlight's beam jitters, though my hands steady, mostly. 10 minutes later, I see it. A rucksack slumped against a tree, army green and battered. I jog over, knees groaning like I'm 50 instead of 32, and drop to a crouch. Reese is scrawled on the tag in faded marker. Well, damn, I say. You didn't make it far, did you? I unzip it, expecting soggy socks or a stale granola bar. Instead, there's a notebook, pages warped from dampness. I flip it open, squinting at the jagged scrawl. It's in the static. My gut clenches. What's that supposed to mean? I mutter, half hoping for a reply. The radio answers instead. A sharp crackle, loud enough to make me jump, then a hum, slow, deliberate, like a heartbeat. I slap the off switch. Keeps humming. Oh, come on. I groan, yanking the battery out. The sound dies, but the silence slams in, thick and oppressive. I shove the notebook in my pack, stand, and sweep the flashlight around. The trees tilt closer, shadows twitching when I blink. I'm not imagining it. I can't be. Then I hear it. A whisper, faint, like it's miles off or right at my ear. Jack. Rough, wet, like someone's gargling sludge. I whip around, beam carving through the dark. Who's there? I shout, voice cracking like a kid's. No answer. Just the wind, mocking me with a low hiss. My pulse hammers, glasses slipping down my nose. The whisper comes again, nearer. Jack? Don't what? I don't wait to ask. I turn and bolt, boots pounding dirt, heart clawing up my throat. I don't get 20 steps before I skid to a halt. The trail's gone. Not buried, not overgrown, gone. Just trees, endless and identical, boxing me in. I spin, searching for the rucksack, the tree, anything familiar. It's all the same. Okay, Jack, I say, forcing a shaky laugh. You're not losing it. You're just fucked. My voice sounds small, devoured by the dark. The battery's still in my hand, useless, but the static's back. Faint, weaving through the air like thread. I drop it, watch it vanish into the shadows. The whispers multiply, overlapping. A dozen voices muttering my name. Jack, Jack, Jack. They're everywhere, behind, above, inside my head. I slap my hands over my ears, but it's no good. They're burrowing in. Shut up, I yell, sounding frantic even to myself. The forest ignores me. It's awake now, alive with those voices, and I'm the moron who stumbled into its jaws. I pick a direction, any direction, and start walking fast, flashlight bouncing off bark and mist. I don't look back. I can't. If I do, I'll see nothing or worse, something. The whispers coil around me, cold and clingy, like damp fingers grazing my neck. My office, my desk, my boring life. It's a million miles away, a faded postcard. Out here, I'm not an analyst crunching numbers. I'm meat, and whatever's whispering my name is hungry. I'm wading through fog now, flashlight barely piercing the murk, like it's drowning in it. The whispers are gone, but the static's stuck, a low buzz gnawing at my skull. My glasses are fogged to hell, breath coming in short, sharp gasps. I wipe them on my sleeve, streaking mud across the lenses, and keep moving. The forest feels tighter, trees pressing in like they're fed up with me trespassing. Every step sinks a little, ground spongy and greedy. I try to focus. Reese's notebook said, "It's in the static. Brilliant kid. Real useful." I fish it out of my pack, hands trembling, and flip through under the shaky beam. More scribbles. Don't trust the echoes. They take pieces. Sounds like a B-movie riddle. I shove it back, muttering, "Thanks for the tip, genius." Then I hear it. My voice, faint, ricocheting off the trees. "Thanks for the tip." I freeze, throat dry as dust. I barely said it loud enough to carry. Did I? The static jolts, a jagged whine that sets my teeth on edge. Then my voice again, clearer. "Jack, you're fucked." I spin, flashlight slashing wild arcs. Nothing, just fog and shadows, twisting like smoke. "Okay," I say loud, proving I'm still real. "Whoever's screwing with me, you win." I'm rattled. Happy? No reply. Just my words drifting back. Warped. I'm rattled. Rattled. They stretch, slow and thick, until they're someone else's. I lurch forward, tripping over roots that sprout out of nowhere. The compass on my wrist spins like a broken toy, needle jerking between north and nonsense. Useless junk. I growl, smacking it. Stops, pointing straight down. I laugh, bitter and sharp. Yeah, figures. The forest doesn't give a damn about my attitude. It's humming now, static vibrating the air, prickling my skin. I feel it in my ribs, my spine, like it's trying to hollow me out. The whispers shift, weaving into a chorus. Jack, don't run, stay. I clamp my hands over my ears, but they're inside, clawing at my brain. The flashlight flickers, beam stuttering like a failing heartbeat. I shake it, curse it, beg it to hold on. It steadies, but the light's off, too blue, too sharp, painting the trees like they're submerged. I catch a shape in the fog, tall, thin, gone when I blink. My chest tightens, a cold knot forming. Not dealing with that, I mutter, turning away. I try to run, boots slipping, glasses bouncing. The echoes chase me, my voice twisting into a laugh. High, cruel, nothing like mine. Not dealing. I don't know where I'm going. Just away. The static surges, a wave slamming into me, and I stumble, bracing against a tree. My hand comes away slick. Not sap, but something warm, throbbing. I jerk back, wiping it on my jacket, staring at the bark. It ripples, slow and alive, like it's got a pulse. I'm cracking. This isn't real, it's burnout, too many late nights, too much coffee. But the static's real. The echoes are real. That shape? I don't want to know. I shove off the tree, force my legs to move. The forest warps, fog swallowing my path like it never existed. My voice drifts back, soft, almost sweet. Jack, you're home. I'm not. Home's a desk and a shitty chair. Not this hell. But something's trying to convince me otherwise, and it's got my voice to sell it. I'm panting now, legs aching like I've sprinted miles, not yards. The forest doesn't care. It's a labyrinth, fog and trees shifting every time I think I've got a grip. My flashlight's beam is thin, wobbly, fighting the murk. The static's a constant drone, burrowing into my head, and the whispers have locked into a rhythm, like a chant. Jack, Jack, Jack. I tell them to piss off, but I'm too busy trying not to lose my lunch. I stop, hands on my knees, glasses fogged and useless. The ground's soft, sucking at my boots, like it's thirsty for more than rain. I sweep the flashlight down and freeze tracks. Boot prints, fresh, deep in the dirt. Mine, same tread as these reservist clunkers, but they're heading back where I came from. No way. I mutter, shaking my head. I've been going straight. I trace them with the light and they curve, loop, then stop, cut off in the middle of nothing, no sign I turned. The static screeches, a shrill stab that makes me flinch. Then a sound, a scream, raw, human, tearing through the fog. Close maybe 50 feet ahead. I jolt up, adrenaline spiking. Reese, I shout, voice rough. That you, kid? Silence. Just my call echoing back. Warped. Reese, Reese. I grip my teeth, adjust my glasses, and move toward it. If he's out there, bleeding or lost, I can't just ditch him. That's my excuse. Anyway, the tracks reappear. Same boots, smeared now, like someone dragged their heels. I follow, flashlight trembling in my grip. The scream rips again, sharper, choking off mid-breath. My insides twist, but I keep going. The fog thins, revealing a clearing. The tracks lead straight in, then vanish, like they stepped into thin air. I slow, heart pounding, and scan the open space. Nothing. No blood, no gear, just dirt and needles, undisturbed. The radio crackles, battery long dead but spitting anyway. A voice, not mine, not Reese's, grates through. You're late, Jack. I fumble with it, hands shaky, and rip the antenna off. The sound cuts out, but the words linger, heavy and wrong. Late for what? I snap, spinning around. The fog's denser now, swallowing the trees behind me. I'm alone in the clearing, but I feel it. Eyes, countless, boring into my skin. Then I see it. A shadow in the fog, tall and jagged, at the clearing's edge. Not moving, just watching. The flashlight catches it. Too thin, too long, like a scarecrow stretched to snapping. I blink and it's gone. Screw this, I mutter, stepping back. The static hums louder, shaking my ribs, and the ground shifts, soft, then firm, then soft again, like it's alive beneath me. I stumble, steady myself, and the scream cuts through once more. Behind me now. I turn slow, beam jittering. The shadows back, closer, just beyond the light. The scream gurgles, wet and final, then stops. My mouth's dry, tongue glued in place. "Reese," I whisper. No answer. The shadow tilts its head, curious, and the static swells, drowning my thoughts. I back up one step, two. Then I'm running again, away from the clearing, away from that thing. The tracks are gone, wiped clean like they were never mine. But I know they were, and I know something's tracing them step for step. I'm running blind again, trees whipping past, fog clawing at my throat. My glasses bounce, smudged and half useless, but I don't stop to fix them. That shadow's behind me. I don't hear it, don't see it, but I feel it, a cold weight pressing on my back. The static's everywhere, a living buzz wrapping me tight, humming in my ears like a swarm of locusts. The whispers are gone, replaced by a low thrum that shakes the dirt, or maybe that's just my legs buckling. I trip, crash face first into the mud, flashlight skidding away. It spins, beam flailing, then stops, pointing back at me. I scramble up, spitting grit, and snatch it. My hands shake so bad I nearly drop it again. "Pull it together, Jack," I mutter, wiping my face. The forest doesn't give me a second to breathe. The static surges, loud and harsh, and my voice cuts through. "Pull it together." It's me, but hollow, calm, like a stranger wearing my skin. I smack the radio, even though it's dead, yelling, "Stop it!" The voice laughs. My laugh, sharp and cruel, bouncing off the trees. I hurl the radio down, stomp it, plastic crunching under my boot. The sound keeps going, seeping from the fog, the ground, the air. I back up, flashlight sweeping the dark. Nothing. No shadow, no tracks, just that hum, pulsing like it's alive, inescapable. My chest tightens, breath hitching. I'm losing ground, fast. I yank Reese's notebook from my pack, desperate for answers, hands slick with sweat. The pages are damp, ink bleeding, but I read, "It takes your voice first." My insides coil tight. I flip back, scanning. Don't answer it. Too late. Huh? I shove it away, fingers trembling. The static softens, and my voice drifts back. "Jack, you're worn out." It's gentle now, almost caring. I shake my head, hard. "No, I'm not." I snap, but my limbs feel heavy, eyes stinging. The flashlight flickers, cuts out, then flares back. Brighter, colder, casting shadows that twist wrong. I turn slow, beam shaking. A figure stands ahead, blurred in the fog, stock still. Not that shadow, this one's shorter, broader. "Reese," I call, voice cracking. It doesn't budge. I step closer, heart thudding, the static humming encouragement. Up close, it sharpens, green jacket, boots just like mine. It's me. I reel back, breath snagging. The other Jack turns its head, slow, face shadowed. "You're worn out." It says, my voice, my cadence, like I'm staring into a warped mirror. I swing the flashlight away, then back. It's gone. The static swells, triumphant, and I hear it again. Fainter. "You're worn out." I clench my fists, scream, "I'm not," but I am. It's sinking in, heavy and warm, tugging at my edges, promising rest I don't want. I force myself to move, staggering through the fog. The figure's voice trails me, soft and persistent. "Jack, rest." I trip again, catch myself on a tree, and the bark's warm, throbbing under my palm. I pull away, wiping my hand, but the sensation lingers. Wet, alive, clinging. My knees wobble and I lean there, gasping, fighting the pull. The forest isn't just watching now. It's talking, wearing my voice like a mask, and I'm starting to listen. I've lost time out here, minutes, hours, who knows. The fog's a smothering blanket, flashlight barely denting it. My legs are mush, but I keep going one clumsy step after another because stopping feels like surrender. The static's a steady roar, lodged in my bones, and that other Jack, whatever it was, hasn't reappeared, but I hear it in the hum, whispering at the edges. Rest, rest. I grip my teeth, mutter, go to hell, and stumble on. The notebook's nagging at me, an itch I can't ignore. I pull it out, hands slick with grime, and flip through under the flickering beam. Reese's scrawl is a mess, ink smeared like he was shaking. I find a new line, don't believe your eyes. I snort, sour. Yeah, no shit. The words blur as I stare, and for a heartbeat, they shift. My neat block letters, from years of reports. I blink and it's Reese's again. My pulse skips. Okay, I say, that's messed up. The static jolts, loud and sharp, and the fog rolls in thicker, like a tide. I shove the notebook back, turn, and freeze. Footprints, mine circling a tree, then stopping dead. I shine the light ahead, and there's a shape in the mist, smaller, slumped, half-shrouded. Reese, call, voice ragged. No answer. I edge closer, flashlight trembling, the static purring approval. It's a body, face down, jacket torn. My breath hitches. I kneel, roll it over. It's not Reese. It's nothing. The face is blank, smooth, featureless, like damp clay. I lurch back, bile rising. What the hell? I mutter, scrambling up. The static laughs. My laugh, high and jagged, and the body twitches, fingers curling slow. I swing the flashlight away, then back. It's gone. Just dirt and fog like it never was. My chest squeezes, breath short and sharp. Don't believe your eyes? Huh? Too damn late. I stagger off, mind spinning. The forest is toying with me, stealing my voice, my tracks, now my grip on what's real. I grab the notebook again, frantic for a thread. Another line, faint. It builds from you. I stare, the words sinking deep. Builds from me? The static? The echoes, that faceless husk. It's all me, warped and repurposed. I laugh, a brittle, broken sound. Perfect. I'm the star of this shitshow. The fog shifts, and a low moan cuts through, not mine, drifting from deeper in. I hesitate, then follow, flashlight carving a path. The sound grows, raw and pained, drawing me to a gnarled oak. Carved into the bark, Dr. Reese. Below it, a scrap of paper, pinned with a rusted blade. I yank it free, unfold it. Jack. It reads in my handwriting. You're next. My blood chills. I didn't write this, I couldn't have. The moan stops, static flaring loud and close. I turn and the fog splits just for a second, revealing a figure. Tall, thin, the shadow from the clearing, head tilted. The flashlight flickers, cuts out, then flares and it's gone. The paper slips from my hand, fluttering into the dark. I don't grab it. Can't. Because if it's true, if I'm next, then whatever's here isn't just messing around. It's crafting something piece by piece, and I'm the raw material. I can't run anymore. My legs are sinking, each step sluggish, like the forest is dragging me under. The fog's a solid mass, bitter and metallic on my tongue, like sucking on a coin. The static's a roar, drowning everything but my heartbeat, thumping slow and heavy in my ears. I adjust my glasses, smearing dirt, and peer into the gloom. The flashlight's beam stretches thin, sluggish, like it's running out of fight. Time's broken out here. I check my watch, 11:47. Blink, and it's still 11:47. I tap it, shake it. Nothing. The second hand stuck, but I feel it ticking inside me, slowing my pulse to a crawl. Move it, I mutter, slapping my cheek. The sting's faint, far off, like I'm half numb. The static hums in sync, and my voice drifts back. Move it! It drags, slurs, melting into a groan that's not mine. I stumble on, flashlight catching a tree, black, twisted, bark flaking like charred flesh. I get closer, and the air thickens, squeezing my lungs. The static spikes, and I see it, me standing there staring back. Not the broad fake from before, but me, glasses fogged, jacket ripped. Too still like a snapshot in the mist. "Hey!" I shout, voice cracking. It doesn't flinch. I step forward, and it mirrors me, jerky and slow, like a marionette. My insides churn. "What the fuck are you?" I yell. The static laughs. My laugh, stretched thin, bouncing off the trees. The other jack tilts its head, mouth opening slow. "What are you?" My words, my voice, dripping like tar. I back up, heart slamming, and it steps forward, matching me. The ground pulses warm and soft, and I trip, hitting the dirt hard. The flashlight rolls, beam spinning, and when it stops, the other jack's closer. Too close, face blank, eyes black holes. I scramble up, swing the light away, then back. It's gone, but the static's deafening, rattling my teeth, and the forest warps. Trees bending, branches curling like talons. Time drags more, my breath a slow wheeze, each blink an eternity. I hear footsteps, wet and heavy, circling. "Jack!" My voice whispers from all sides. I spin, flashlight shaking, catching glimpses, shapes in the fog, tall and thin. Then me again, flickering like static on a screen. The air buzzes, pulling at me. I try to run, but it's like wading through syrup. Legs heavy, arms leaden. The static crashes over me, and I see it. Me 10 feet away, grinning, too wide, too sharp. "Jack, stay," says soft, coaxing. I shake my head, croaking, "No," is weak, fading. The other jack steps closer, deliberate, and the forest hums with it. Ground trembling, fog swirling. I feel it tearing, not just my body, but me. My sarcasm, my fear, my voice is building something like Reese said, and I'm the mold. I swing the flashlight, desperate, and it catches the tree. My face etched in the bark, leering back. I scream, but it's slow, muffled, swallowed by the static. The other jack's inches away, hand reaching, and I can't move, can't think. The flashlight dies. Darkness slams in, and the static stops. Silence, thick and final. I'm alone. Maybe. The flashlight's out, dark so dense I can't tell up from down. My breath's ragged, chest tight, but I'm still kicking. I hope. The static's gone, leaving a shrill ring in my ears, empty and cold. I fumble in my pocket, find a spare battery, and jam it into the flashlight, hands shaking like I'm wired on bad coffee. It sputters, flickers, then glows weak, casting a dim yellow haze. The other jacks vanished. Just fog and trees, glaring like I've overstayed my welcome. I'm on my knees, glasses dangling, mud streaked across my face. "Okay," I mutter, voice scraped raw. "You're not dead yet." Small wins. I push up, legs wobbly, and scan with the light. The tree's there, but the carved face is gone. Just bark, rough and ordinary. I laugh, a dry, frantic sound. Going nuts, crow. Full-on nuts. But the air's still heavy, pressing down, and I feel it. Something lurking, biding its time, sharpening its teeth. The radio crackles, soft, then loud. Too loud for the shattered mess I left behind. My voice comes through. "Jack, you all right?" I freeze, staring at the broken plastic scattered in the dirt. "No," I whisper. "I'm not." The radio replies anyway. "No, I'm not." It's me, shaky and frayed, like I'm calling from the void. I kick the wreckage, bits flying, but the voice keeps going. "Jack, talk to me." I stumble back, heart clawing up my throat. "Who are you?" I yell, swinging the light. The fog eats my words, but the radio answers. "Who are you?" Slow, taunting, deliberate. I grab my head, fingers digging in. "Stop it," I shout. The voice softens, almost gentle. "Jack, it's fine." I shake my head, fierce. "It's not fine. You're not me." The radio hums, static creeping back. "Aren't I?" My knees give. I drop, flashlight rolling, beam catching my shadow. too long, stretching past the trees. I snatch the light, swing it back. It's normal, but the voice keeps talking, weaving through the static. Jack, remember, flashes hit me, spilling coffee on my desk, snapping at my boss over deadlines. Then deeper, rain on my dad's casket, the ache of it. I never told anyone that. How do you know? I whisper. The radio purrs. I'm you. I lurch up, staggering through the fog. The voice follows, steady. Jack, the forest. It's us. I trip, brace against a tree, and the bark's warm, pulsing again. I jerk away, but the voice presses on. You're tired, rest. It's not just sound. It's my doubts, my late-night spirals, spilling out. I scream, shut up, and it echoes, soft and mournful. Shut up. The fog shifts, and I see it, me again, 20 feet off, glasses glinting in the beam. No grin this time, just watching, head cocked. Jack, it says, live, not through the radio. You're fraying. I throw the flashlight, reckless, dumb, and it spins, lands, beam pointing nowhere. The figure's gone, but the voice hums, fraying, fraying. The static swells, and I feel it. My thoughts unraveling, edges blurring, like I'm being rewritten. I claw at my pack, grab Reese's notebook, rip it open. The pages are blank now, ink vanished, just wet paper laughing at me. No, I mutter, no, no, no. The voice chuckles, my chuckle, low and worn. Yes, I drop it, back away, and the forest closes in, trees tilting, fog thickening. I'm not just lost, I'm coming apart, and whatever's out here is stitching itself from the scraps. I'm staggering now, half blind in the fog, flashlight flickering like it's on its last gasp. The static's back, a dull roar gnawing my skull, and my voice, stolen, warped, won't quit. Jack, you're finished. It whispers, smug and quiet, threading through the hum. I clench my fists, nails biting my palms, and mutter, not yet, you bastard. But my legs are sludge, chest squeezed tight, and every step feels like I'm hauling a dead weight. Maybe it's me. The trees are denser here, twisted and hunched, branches raking the sky. The fog parts and I see them. Shapes in the gloom, tall and still, scattered like tombstones. I swing the flashlight, beam shaky, and catch glimpses. Soldiers, green jackets, boots, heads bowed, silent, lifeless. My gut twists hard. Reese, I call, voice splitting. No answer. I edge closer, light jumping, and one turns its head, slow, stiff, face blank as wet plaster. I reel back, breath snagging. The static screeches, loud and piercing, and the figures move. Dozens now, stepping from the mist, encircling me. Not all soldiers, some in jeans, hoodies, one in a damn suit. No faces, just smooth, glistening voids. What are you? I yell, spinning the light. They don't speak, just tilt their heads in unison, listening. The voice hums through, Jack, they're us. My knees buckle. I back up, trip on a root, hit the ground hard, flashlight rolling. The beam catches one, green jacket, my frame, glasses glinting. It's me again, or what's left, standing with them. No, I mutter, scrambling up. That's not me. The voice laughs, cold and biting. Isn't it? The figures close in, slow and sure, fog swirling at their feet. I swing the light wild, and they freeze, then shift closer when I blink, like a nightmare game of statues. The static swells, rattling my ribs, and I hear it. Names, faint, overlapping. Daniel, Sarah, Tom, Jack. My name's last, a kick to the chest. I claw at my pack, but the notebook's gone, lost in the dark. The figures hum, a deep drone, not static, not my voice. Something ancient, tugging at my core. I feel it in my blood, my marrow, like they're calling me to join. I turn and crash through branches, fog tearing at my lungs. They don't chase. They're just there, closer each time I glance back. The flashlight dies, flares back, and they're 10 feet off, heads tilted, blank faces gleaming. Jack, my voice whispers. From them, from everywhere. Stay, I scream, hoarse and desperate. Leave me alone, it echoes, twisted. Alone, alone. I stumble into a clearing, chest heaving, and they're all around, dozens, maybe more, a silent wall tightening. The static's crushing now, pressing my skull, and I drop, hands over my ears. Stop, I beg, voice breaking. The figures hum louder, and I see it. Cracks splitting their blank faces, slow and wet, like something stirring inside. My other self steps forward, glasses fogged, kneeling close. Jack, it says, soft and real, you're one of us. I swing at it, fist cutting fog, and it's gone. But the others stay, humming, watching. The static drowns me, and I feel it, me fraying, joining that drone. I'm not just lost. I'm theirs, or damn close to it. I'm on my knees, fog choking me, the figures looming like sentinels. The static's a flood, splitting my head, and their hum, those faceless things, digs into my chest. No flashlight, no strength, just me and the dark, clawing to hold on. My other self's gone, but I feel them all tugging at me. My voice, my fear, everything I am. Jack, they whisper, my tone layered over theirs. Join us. I dig into the dirt, hauling myself up. Not today. I growl, throat raw. The static laughs. My laugh, wet and warped, and the figures step closer, heads cocked like they're intrigued. I swing a fist, wild, and it catches one. A crack splits its face, dark and slick, something wriggling inside. My gut twists hard. Hell no, I mutter, staggering back. The hum sharpens, and I feel it, pressure, deep in me, like my ribs are cracking apart. The forest groans, trees bending, fog spinning fast. The static's alive, threading through my veins, pulling at my mind. Flashes hit. Reese, sprinting, screaming. A woman in a hoodie, clawing her own skin. A guy in a suit, cackling as the mist swallows him. Not my memories, there's flooding in, burying me. Stop! I yell, hands on my head. The voice hums, you can't. I stumble forward, tripping over Reese's notebook, pages splayed in the muck. I grab it, shaking, and read the last line. It collects, it builds. You're the breach. My blood freezes. The breach? Me? The static roars, victorious, and the figures hum louder, cracks widening, dark shapes pulsing within. I drop the notebook, back away, but the ground throbs, warm, alive, gripping my boots. The fog splits, and there's me again, 10 feet off, grinning too wide. Jack, it says, slow and soft, let go. I shake my head, fierce. Screw you. I spit. It laughs, steps closer, and the static spikes. My vision doubles, and I see it, me fraying, pieces peeling into the fog. The figures hum, soaking it up, stretching taller, cracks glowing. You're us? It says, voice in my bones now. I turn and run, boots slipping, heart pounding. The forest resists, branches clawing, fog thickening, ground quaking. The static's a scream, and I hear it. My voice, pleading, Jack, stop. It's me, the real me, trapped in that hum. I falter, look back. The figures are near, faces splitting wide, dark mouths gaping. My other self leads, grinning, reaching. Stay. It whispers, and I feel it, me, slipping, aching to give in. No! I roar, forcing my legs forward. The light's gone, but I run blind, static in my blood, promising peace, home. I trip, roll, land hard, fog swallowing me. The figures hum, close, and I see Reese. Not blank now, face half-formed, eyes drilling into me. Jack, he rasps, my voice in his throat. You're next. The others chant it. Next, next. I crawl, gasping, nails scraping dirt. The forest isn't just collecting, it's remaking, and I'm the key. The breach. The static surges, and I feel it, me shattering, joining that hum, that dark inside them. I scream, raw and ragged, and the fog tightens, hungry for what's left. I'm crawling now, dirt caking my hands, fog thick as tar in my lungs. The static's a blade in my skull, and the figures, Reese, the others, close in, their hum rattling my ribs. No flashlight, no glasses, lost somewhere. But I don't need to see. I feel them, their pull, like a tide dragging me under. Jack, they whisper, my voice in their mouths. Stay. It's warm, that call, like sinking into sleep. But I'm not ready to fade. I haul myself up, legs screaming, and lurch forward. The ground's alive, pulsing, sucking at my boots. The static swells, and I hear it. Footsteps, wet and heavy, shadowing me. I don't look, can't. If I do, I'll see them, Reese, me, those cracked faces, and I'll stop. Keep moving. I mutter, voice a rasp. The forest fights back, branches slashing my face, fog coiling around my legs like chains. The hum softens, and my voice drifts through. Jack, you're home. I laugh, a cracked, bitter sound. Liar. I spit, but my steps waver. Home. My shitty apartment, the creaky couch, the buzz of my fridge. Flashes sharp and real, tempting me to reach for it. The static purrs, urging me on, and I see it. Light ahead, faint, warm, cutting the fog. A road? Escape? I push toward it, heart thudding, hope clawing through the panic. The footsteps quicken, sloshing like they're wading through muck. Jack! Reese's voice, not mine, rough and near. I glance back, stupid move. He's there, 10 feet off, face half melted. One eye leaking, the other fixed on me. The other's trail, tall and thin, cracks faintly glowing. Stay, he rasps, and the static surges, tugging at my exhaustion, my fear, my need to collapse. I turn, run harder, the light growing, flickering like a lifeline. The ground firms, gravel crunching underfoot. I'm close. The fog thins and I see it. A road, asphalt slick and real. My truck's there, parked where I left it, headlights dark but solid. Yes, I gasp, lungs burning. The footsteps stop, but the hum's frantic, shaking my teeth. Jack, my voice now, begging, don't go. I stumble, catch myself, and keep moving. The truck's 10 yards, 5. I reach it, yank the door open, climb in. I slam it shut, lock it, hands trembling as I drop the keys. The static's outside, buzzing the glass, and I see them, shapes in the fog, lining the road, staring. Reese steps closer, face sharper, almost him, almost me. Jack, he says soft. You can't. I jam the key in, twist. The engine sputters, coughs, then roars. The hum spikes, furious, windows rattling, but I don't care. I hit the gas, tires spinning, and peel out, fog churning behind me. The road stretches on, empty, headlights slicing the dark. The static fades, reluctant, a whisper under the engine's growl. My breath steadies, chest loosening. I'm out. I mutter, laughing, raw and shaky. I'm out. But my hands still shake, and the hum lingers, faint, clinging like damp air. I check the rear view. Nothing, just trees and mist. My face stares back, pale, muddy, but mine. I think. I blink, and it's still me. For now. The truck rumbles down the road, headlights carving through the night, fog peeling back with every mile. My hands grip the wheel, knuckles white, breath still rough but calming. The static's a ghost now, barely audible, like a nightmare slipping away. I'm out. I made it. The forest shrinks in the rear view, just trees and shadows, normal, silent, finished. I laugh, a shaky, half-mad sound, and smack the dash. Take that, you creepy bastard. I mutter, voice scraped thin. I'm alive. That's enough. The radio's dead, smashed back there, but I hear it, faint, a hum beneath the engine's growl. I shake my head, crank the heat, focus on the road. My apartment's an hour off, shower, beer, collapse. The forest still clings, though, a chill under my skin I can't shake. My reflection in the windshield stares back, blurry without glasses. But it's me, worn, filthy, but me. I wipe my face, smear mud across my jaw, and chuckle. You look like hell, Crow. The hum creeps louder, weaving into the truck's rumble. I glance at the passenger seat. Empty, just my torn pack, caked in dirt. The notebook's gone, lost. But Reese's words echo. You're the breach. My stomach knots. Breach. What did that mean? The static, the figures, that other me, they took something, built something. From me. I shrug it off, mutter. Doesn't matter. I'm free. But my voice feels flimsy, swallowed by the cab's quiet. The road rolls on, straight and endless. No signs, no lights. My watch is dead, 11:47. Stuck. I tap it, nothing. The truck's clock blinks 12:00, then scrambles, numbers glitching. Fantastic, I groan. More busted crap. The hum spikes, sharp, and the headlights flicker. Once, twice, then hold. I grip the wheel tighter, heart kicking up. Not now, I whisper. The rearview glints, fog creeping back, spilling over the road behind me. I floor it, engine snarling, but the fog keeps pace, thick and restless. The hum's louder, buzzing in my jaw, and my voice cuts through. Jack, you didn't. I slam the dash, yell, yes, I did. The truck shakes, windows rattling, and the static surges, swallowing the engine's roar. Shapes flicker in the fog, tall, thin, then Reese, half-formed, staring from the roadside. Jack, he says, my voice in his mouth. You brought us. My breath stops. Brought them? I glance at the seat. Empty, but the air's heavy, pressing down. The static's inside, thrumming in my chest, and I feel it. Something shifting, splitting, like in the woods. I check the mirror. My face, pale, eyes wide, but my shadow's off, too long, stretching past the seat. Still when I'm not. No, I mutter, shaking my head. No, no, no. The truck slows, engine choking, and the fog engulfs the road ahead. The hum's a chorus. Reese, me, voices I don't know. Jack, stay us. I hit the brakes, tires screeching, and the truck stops, headlights fading. The rear view's empty. No fog, no shapes, just night. But my shadow lingers, sharp and still, watching. I reach for the door, hand trembling, and the static cuts out. Silence, heavy as stone, settles in. I step out, boots on asphalt, air cold and crisp. The fog's gone, road stretching both ways, truck idling soft. I laugh, shaky, relieved. See? Nothing. But my shadow doesn't budge. Stands there, tall and thin, head tilted. I turn and it's gone. The radio crackles, faint, my voice whispering, Jack? I freeze, look back, nothing. Just the road, the dark, and me, alone. Maybe. The hum's still there, soft, between my breaths, waiting. They warned me. They warned me not to go into the woods after sunset. I didn't listen. Hell, I didn't even toss them a smirk or a sarcastic, sure thing, pops. I just nodded, grabbed the keys, and figured that was that. My name's Jack Crow, 34, ex-Army grunt now pulling night shifts as a watchman at some abandoned base in the backwoods of Maine. The job's simple. Sit in a shack, sip coffee that tastes like charred regret, and keep the local kids from sneaking in to tag the barracks or swipe rusty junk. It's quiet, dull, and pays my bills. That's what I kept telling myself when I signed on. First night, I roll up in my beat-to-shit pickup, tires crunching gravel loud enough to stir anything sleeping out there, if anything's dumb enough to sleep here. The place is a relic, shut down since the Cold War. All cracked concrete and barbed wire tangled in pine trees. A thick, gray mist is already creeping in, wrapping the forest like a heavy blanket. I meet old Pete, the guy I'm taking over from, at the gatehouse. He's a wiry old bastard, probably pushing 70. with a face like worn leather and hands that shake as he hands me the flashlight. "Stay out of the trees, Jack," he rasps, voice rough as gravel. "Stuff moves out there. Stuff you don't want to see." I let out a quick, sharp laugh. What else am I supposed to do? "Yeah, Pete, I'll watch for the boogeyman," I say, clapping his shoulder. He doesn't crack a smile. His bloodshot eyes lock onto mine, wide and unblinking, like he's staring past me at something awful. "I mean it, boy. You hear anything, you stay put." I shrug it off. Guy's been alone too long, probably jumping at shadows and calling it a monster. But as he shuffles to his truck and peels out, those eyes linger in my head, hollow, like something carved him out and left the husk. 2 hours into my shift, I'm holed up in the gatehouse. A tin can of a room with a desk, a flickering bulb, and a chair that groans like it's got bad joints. I've got my thermos, a half-empty pack of smokes, and a paperback thriller I've read 3 times already. The mist's thicker now, pressing against the windows, blurring the world outside into a mess of green and gray. I'm pacing the perimeter, boots sinking into wet dirt, when I spot it. Something glinting near the fence, half buried in the mud. I crouch, claw it out with my hands, and pull up an old lantern. Not some flimsy camping toy either. It's solid brass, heavy as hell, with a faint green light flickering inside. No bulb, no wick, just that eerie glow, pulsing slow and steady. I turn it over, wipe off the muck. It's cold, colder than the damp night, and the light doesn't fade when I shake it. "Ha! Strange," I mutter, standing up. The air drops. Not a breeze, but a chill, like someone cracked open a freezer behind me. I glance at the woods, maybe 50 feet away, and the mist twists, curling like it's alive. I tell myself it's nothing, just a neat find to sell later, maybe $20. Then I hear it. A low hum, soft and constant, like someone mumbling under their breath. It's coming from the trees or maybe the lantern. I can't pin it down. I flick on my flashlight, sweep the beam through the haze. Nothing, just pines and darkness. But I swear, for a split second, something moved, tall, thin, swaying like it was waiting for me to notice. I blink and it's gone. My breath puffs out, mist swirling in front of me, and I chuckle, quieter this time. "Get it together, Jack," I say, heading back to the shack. But the hum trails me, sinking deep, and I can't shake the feeling that whatever's out there, it's paying attention. So, I've got this lantern now, parked on the desk in the gatehouse, glowing like a damn nightlight while I fight to stay awake. It's 1 in the morning, and I'm halfway through my thermos of lousy coffee, the kind that coats your tongue with grit. That hum's still there, buzzing in my ears like a fly I can't smack away. I tell myself it's the wind cutting through the pines or maybe some old generator wheezing underground. This place hasn't been alive since the 80s, just a Cold War corpse rotting away. But that hum's too steady, too real, gnawing at me. I step outside for a smoke, flicking my lighter with a jittery thumb. The mist's so dense I can barely make out the fence 10 feet off, swirling around me like it's got hands. I take a drag, let the nicotine calm my nerves, and then it hits, the smell. Not wet pine or earthy dampness, but something sharp, metallic, like blood and gunpowder mixed together. My chest locks up. I know that stench. It's the desert, the day my squad went down, the day I crawled out of a wrecked Humvee with my hands dripping red. I shake my head, mutter, "Not now, Jack," and pull another drag. Then boom, the lantern flares up behind me, green light pouring through the gatehouse window like a searchlight. I whip around, heart pounding hard enough to crack a rib, expecting, hell, I don't know, a bear? Some jerk screwing with me? But the shack's empty, just that brass thing glowing brighter than it should. I stomp back inside, snatch it off the desk, and turn it over in my hands. "What are you?" I say louder than I meant to. No switch, no battery, nothing to explain that light. The hum sharpens and I swear it's forming words. Too quiet to catch, but they're there, teasing me. I head back out, lantern in one hand, flashlight in the other. The mist's a solid wall now, swallowing the trees whole. I call out, "Anyone there?" Feeling like a fool. No answer, just that hum, steady as a drumbeat. I step toward the woods, and the lantern pulses, warming my palm. I stop, squint into the gloom, and there it is, a shape, tall and lean, swaying in the mist like a figure caught in a slow wind. My flashlight flickers, cuts out for a second, then snaps back. I blink and the shape's gone. Christ, Jack, you're cracking up. I mutter, forcing a laugh, but my voice bounces back wrong. Too loud, too close, like it's hitting something solid in the haze. My cigarettes burn down to my fingers, ash crumbling onto my boots, and I didn't even feel it. I drop it, grind it into the dirt, and head back inside. The lantern's still glowing, casting green shadows across the walls, and I catch myself staring at it, like it's daring me to figure it out. I sit, crack my knuckles, and try to read my book, but every few lines, my eyes drift to that light, and the hum digs deeper, lodging in my skull. I don't hear the footsteps until I'm mid-page, soft, deliberate, crunching gravel outside. I freeze, book slipping to the floor. The mist's too thick to see anything through the window, but the sound's real, circling the shack. I grab my flashlight, flick it on, and aim it out there. Nothing, just gray. The steps pause, and I let out a shaky breath. Deer, I say aloud, forcing a grin. Just a damn deer. But as I settle back, the lantern pulses again, and the hum shifts. One word, clear as hell, crow, my name. I drop the flashlight, and it rolls across the floor, beam spinning wild in the dark, lighting up nothing but that green glow staring back at me. I can't sleep after that shift. I'm back at my crummy apartment, sprawled on a mattress that dips in the middle, staring at the water-stained ceiling. The lantern's on my nightstand, glowing green, humming like it's mad I'm pretending it's not there. I didn't plan to bring it home. I swear I left it at the base. But when I opened my bag this morning, there it was, sitting on my thermos like it had tagged along. I should have ditched it, but my hands wouldn't let go. Now it's here and I'm too wired to care. I shut my eyes, and the dreams crash in fast. I'm in the desert again, sand grinding between my teeth, sun scorching my neck. My squad's yelling over the roar of a chopper. Danny Torres barking orders, Kev Miller laughing like a jackass. It's the same nightmare I've had for years. But this time, there's a green glow on the horizon, pulsing like a signal flare. I turn, and their voices warp, slow, garbled, like they're underwater. Crow, where you at, man? Danny calls, but his face is off. Pale, eyes black, staring right through me. I wake up gasping, sheets soaked, the lantern's hum matching my racing pulse. Next night, I'm back at the base, bags slung over my shoulder with the lantern inside. Don't ask why I brought it. I just couldn't leave it behind. The mist's thicker, swallowing the barracks, turning the pines into jagged shapes. I'm doing my rounds, flashlight slicing through the haze, when I hear it again, voices. Not the hum now, but actual words drifting from the woods. Crow, where you at, man? It's Danny, clear as day, like he's right beside me. My gut twists. Danny's been dead 8 years, torn apart when an IED flipped our Humvee into flames. I was there. I saw it happen. Danny, I call, voice cracking. I swing the light out there, beam trembling in my grip. Nothing moves, but the lantern pulses in my bag, warm against my side. I take a step toward the trees, just one, and the air shifts. It's not cold anymore. It's hot, dry, sand kicking up around my boots. I hear footsteps crunching behind me, heavy and slow. I spin, and the mist's still there, but it's wrong, shimmering like heat waves off pavement. Who's out there? I shout louder now. No answer, just my voice echoing back, twisted and strange. I stumble to the gatehouse, lock the door, and slump against it, lantern on the desk, glowing brighter. The hum's a murmur now, words I can't quite grab, squad chatter, radio static, screams. I rub my eyes, tell myself it's exhaustion, but the air's still hot, and I catch a whiff of smoke, diesel and burning rubber. I glance out the window, and the mist parts for a second. Figures out there, stock still, too far to make out. I blink, and it's gone. But the lantern flares, green light flooding the room. I grab it, shake it like I can make it stop. Knock it off. I snap, throat dry. The hum softens, but the voices keep going. They're in the walls now, in the floor, whispering my name over and over. I drop the lantern, back against the wall, and fumble for a smoke, lighting it with shaky hands. The flame flickers, and for a moment, I see Danny's face in it, grinning, bloody, then gone. I stomp it out, cursing, and the room falls quiet. But the lantern's still there, glowing, waiting, and I know whatever's out there isn't done with me yet. I'm starting to think old Pete wasn't just rambling. For nights into this job, and I'm twitchy as hell, jumping at every shadow. Last night, I'm in the gatehouse, nursing a lukewarm coffee to stay awake, when my boot hits something under the desk, a loose floorboard. I pry it up, expecting a mouse or worse, and pull out a logbook instead. Old, pages yellowed, ink faded. It's a roster: names, dates, ranks. Soldier stationed here back in '72, when this place still hummed with life. I flip through it, half asleep, until I spot it. Crow J. My initials, my last name, dated 2 weeks ago. I laugh, loud, rough, trying to chase the panic off. Nice one, universe, I say, slamming the book shut. But my hands shake so bad I knock my mug over, coffee splattering the floor. I didn't sign that. I wasn't here 2 weeks ago. I was still crashing on Mark's couch, begging for this gig. I open it again, scan the page. More names hit me. Torres, D. Miller, K. My squad. Guys I buried years back. Their caskets draped in flags while I stood there, numb. Their names are in fresh ink, bold and black, like someone scribbled them last night. I snatch the lantern, hold it up like it's got answers. You pulling this shit? I snap, voice bouncing off the walls. The glow flares, green light washing over the book, and the hum shifts. Look closer. It whispers. I drop the damn thing, cursing as it rolls across the floor and stops at the window. I follow it, peek out, and the mist splits just for a second. Shapes in the trees, dozens of them, standing still, staring at me. Not shadows, not tricks. Figures, heads tilted, eyes catching the light. I lock the door, shove the desk against it, and sit, logbook in my lap. My name's still there, ink wet when I touch it, smearing under my thumb. I flip back, and the dates jump: 72, 85, last month, yesterday. The lantern's humming louder, rattling the floor, and the whispers turn to voices. Danny's, Kev's, piling up. You left us, Crow. I slam the book shut, but it flops open again, pages flipping on their own. More names, more dates, all fresh, all wrong. I light a smoke, hands jittery, and try to think straight. Maybe it's a prank. Some jackass messing with the new guy. But who? Pete? He could barely stand, let alone pull this off. I glance at the lantern, glowing brighter, and the air shifts. Hot again, like the desert. Boots scrape outside, slow and heavy, circling the shack. Fuck off! I yell, but my voice cracks, and the steps pause. Silence. Too quiet. I peek out the window, and the mist's moving now, swirling, pressing against the glass. The lantern pulses, and I hear Danny's laugh. That dumb, loud cackle from before it all went to hell. I spin, and the logbooks open again. My name underlined, date scratched out, replaced with tonight. My gut drops. I grab my radio, call it in. Bass, this is Crow, you there? Static, just static. Then, faint, cutting through. We're waiting. I drop it, back against the wall, and the lantern flares, green light blinding me. When it fades, the shapes are closer. Right outside, faces smudged against the glass, too blurry to recognize. I don't move. I don't breathe. The voices kick up again, soft, insistent, calling me out there. And the worst part of me wants to go, Wants to see if it's really them, wants to know why my name's in that book, why it feels like I've been here before. I close my eyes, grip the desk, and mutter, "Not tonight." But the lantern's hum says different, and the footsteps start again, right behind me, like they're already inside. I'm losing my damn mind. 5 nights in, and I can't tell if I'm awake or stuck in some twisted loop. The lantern's glued to me now. I've tried leaving it at home, locking it in my truck, even chucking it in a dumpster on the way here. But every time, it's back, sitting in my bag or on the gatehouse desk like it owns me. Last night, I'm walking the fence line, mist so thick it's like trudging through wet concrete. The lantern's in my hand. Don't ask how it got there. Glowing steady, casting green streaks across the ground. I'm halfway around when I hear it. Footsteps. Heavy, deliberate, matching mine step for step. I stop, boots sinking into mud, and they stop too. I take a slow step, testing it. Crunch. There it is again, right behind me. My heart's hammering, but I don't turn yet. "Who's there?" I yell, voice slicing through the haze. No answer, just the lantern's hum, steady as ever. I swing my flashlight back, beam bouncing off the mist, showing nothing. But the lantern's light cuts sharper, green and clear, and I see them. Boot prints in the mud, fresh, too big to be mine, trailing into the dark. I bolt. Full sprint to the gatehouse, chest burning, lantern thumping against my hip. The footsteps chase me, faster now, crunching leaves, snapping twigs, closing in tight. I don't look back, can't. I slam the door, fumble the lock, and the sound cuts off. Dead silence, like someone hit mute. I'm panting, sweating, staring at the lantern on the desk. It's pulsing again, mocking me, green light flickering with my breaths. I slump into the chair, run a hand through my hair, and laugh, shaky, half mad. "You're fine, Jack. Just the woods messing with you." Then I hear it. One step, loud and sharp, right outside the door. Something drags down the wood, slow and heavy, like nails carving a line. I freeze, eyes on the knob. It doesn't turn, doesn't twitch, but the air's thick, pressing me down. I grab my radio, hands slick, and key it up. Bass. "This is Crow. Anyone copy?" Static crackles back, loud and jagged. I try again, voice breaking. "Come on. Somebody, answer me." More static, then my voice cuts through. "You left us, Crow." Low and slow, like I'm hearing myself through a busted line. I drop the radio, and it clatters to the floor, still hissing. The lantern flares, green light flooding the shack, and the footsteps start again. Not outside now, but inside, circling me. I spin, flashlight swinging wild, but the room's empty. Just me, the desk, and that damn glow taunting me. "Stop it!" I shout, lunging for the lantern, ready to smash it. It's warm now, almost hot, and the hum turns to whispers. Danny, Kev, all of them, overlapping. "You left us. You left us." I stumble, trip over the chair, and hit the floor hard. The footsteps stop, but the whispers keep going, clawing at me, dragging up memories I've buried deep. The blast, the screams, the blood on my hands. I crawl to the window, peek out, and the mist's alive, swirling, shifting, showing shapes. Soldiers, dozens, standing in the haze, heads cocked like they're listening. One steps closer, and it's Danny, jaw slack, eyes black. I slam the shutters, back against the wall, and light a smoke. The flame trembles, and I see him in it again, grinning, gone. I take a drag, hold it, and let it out slow. "Not real," I mutter over and over like it'll stick, but the lantern's still pulsing, the whispers still digging, and those footsteps, they're waiting. I feel them, just outside, ready to pick up the second I move. I sit there, frozen, smoke curling around me, and wonder how long I can keep telling myself it's all in my head. I'm done asking questions. 6 nights, and this thing's got me pinned. The lantern's not just a light anymore. It's alive, showing me stuff I can't shake. Last night, I'm in the barracks, checking a busted window, flashlight bouncing off chipped concrete. The mist seeping in, curling around my boots, and the lanterns in my bag, humming louder than ever. I'm prying a board loose when the glow flares up, green and harsh, lighting the room like a flare gun. I turn, slow, and there's Danny Torres, standing in the corner, real as hell. Sand on his boots, blood streaking his face, just like the day he died. "Jack," he says, voice flat, "you should have stayed." I blink, and he's gone. But the air's hot now, thick with diesel stink. The lantern's pulsing, and the room shifts. Concrete walls turn to sandbags. The mist twists into dust clouds, and I'm back in that damn desert. My squad's there. Danny, Kev, all of them, laughing, passing a cigarette like it's just another day. I step toward them, hand out, and Kev grins. "Late again, Crow." But their eyes are off. Empty, black, like holes punched through their faces. I reach for Danny, and he dissolves into green mist, drifting back to the lantern. I stumble outside, legs shaky, and the mist's alive now, swirling, pressing in like it's got weight. The lantern's burning my hand through the bag, and I hear them again. "You left us," over and over, from every corner. I drop to my knees, yank it out, and hold it up. "What do you want?" I shout, throat raw. The glow flares, and I see them. Shapes in the trees, not shadows but bodies. Soldiers, dangling from branches, swaying like they're still alive, green light glinting off their tags. I scramble up, back away, but the lantern won't let go. My fingers are locked around it, skin blistering. The mist parts, and Danny's there again, closer, his face half melted, one eye hanging loose. "You left us," he says, and the others chime in, a chorus of the dead. I swing the lantern, trying to smash it, but it's like hitting a wall. My arm jolts, and the glow brightens. The air shifts, and I hear chopper blades, faint but growing, thumping with the hum. I run, crashing through the woods, branches clawing at me. The lantern's dragging me down, but I can't ditch it. It's stuck to me now. I trip, hit the dirt, and the glow spills out, lighting the mist. Faces everywhere. My squad, soldiers I don't know, all staring, all whispering. "You left us." I crawl, gasping, and find a clearing. The lantern's pulsing faster, flashing scenes. The explosion, Danny's scream, my hands pulling him from the wreck. But it's wrong. He's not burning. He's glowing, green and cold, pulling me back in. I sit there, chest heaving, and light a smoke with my free hand. The flame flickers and I see it. My own face in the mist, staring back, eyes black. It doesn't move, just watches, and the hum softens, almost calm. "Not real," I mutter, but my voice wavers. The cigarette falls, and the glow flares again, showing me the truth, or what it wants me to think is true. I'm still in that desert, still with them, and this base, this job, maybe it's the dream. I stand, lantern heavy in my grip, and the footsteps start again. Slow, circling, waiting. I don't run this time. I listen, mist closing in, and wonder if they're right. Did I leave them, or did they never let me go? The glow pulses, and Danny's voice cuts through, soft and sure. "We're still here, Jack." I nod, like I get it, and take a step toward the trees, the green light leading me deeper into whatever's waiting. 7 nights, and I'm a mess. Barely eating, barely sleeping, just dragging myself through the days until I'm back here, at this cursed base. The lantern's in my bag, humming like it's got me on a leash, and I can't shake it. Not the glow, not the whispers, not the feeling I'm running out of time. Last night, I'm by the old radio tower. Mist so thick it's like wading through sludge. The air's cold, biting my knuckles, but the lantern's warm, pulsing through the canvas like it's alive. I'm checking the tower's base. Rusted bolts, cracked concrete. When the glow flares up, green light spilling over the ground. I hear them before I see them. Whispers, desperate, piling up. "Crow, help us. Crow." I turn, slow, and they're there. Faces in the mist. Danny's first, jaw slack, eyes black as pitch. Then Kev, then Miller, then dozens I don't recognize, soldiers, floating in the haze, mouths moving but offbeat. You left us. You left us. Their voices drill into me, cold and sharp, and I shout, shut up! But it's weak, splintering in the air. They don't stop. They drift closer, mist swirling around them, and I see details now. Ripped uniforms, bloodstains, dog tags catching the green light. Danny steps forward, his face flickering. 1 second it's him, the next it's Bone. You left us, he says again, and the others echo it, louder, angrier. I swing my flashlight, beams slicing through them, but they don't flinch, just stare, eyes locked on mine. I run, boots slipping in the mud, lantern banging against my side. The mist's heavier, like it's grabbing me, slowing me down. I stop by a tree, chest heaving, and they're still there. All around me, faces shifting in the haze. What do you want? I yell, voice ragged. The lantern pulses, and the whispers turn to screams. The explosion, the chopper, my squad dying all over again. I drop to my knees, hands over my ears, but it's inside me, shaking my skull. The mist parts, and I see him, me. My face, scarred and worn, staring back from the haze. It doesn't speak, just smiles, slow and wrong, like it knows something I don't. I scramble up, run again, crashing through branches, mist choking my lungs. The tower's gone. Everything's gone. Just trees and that green glow guiding me. I trip, hit the ground, and the faces close in, hovering over me. Danny's there, Kev too, and they're not mad. They're waiting like I'm supposed to join them. You left us, Danny says, and his hand reaches out, cold fingers brushing my cheek. I jerk back, and he's gone, but the chill stays, sinking into my skin. I crawl to the gatehouse, lock the door, and slump against it. The lanterns on the floor, glowing brighter, and the whispers seep through the walls. Crow, crow. I grab my radio, hands trembling, and key it up. Anyone out there? Please, somebody. Static. Then my voice again. You left us. I smash it against the desk, pieces scattering, but the whispers keep coming. The mist's pressing the windows now, and I hear scratches, slow, deliberate, like they're clawing to get in. I light a smoke, flame shaky, and stare at the lantern. What are you? I mutter, half expecting it to answer. The glow pulses, and I see my face again. In the glass, in the smoke, everywhere. It's me, but older, emptier, glowing green. I drop the cigarette, stomp it out, and the room goes quiet. But the scratches keep going, and the mist shifts outside, showing more faces. Hundreds now, all watching. I don't move. I sit there, lantern humming, and wonder if they're right. Did I leave them, or am I still out there, lost in the mist with them, waiting for myself to catch up? 8 nights, and I'm finished. I'm not crazy. I know what I've seen, and I'm not sticking around to see more. I'm in the gatehouse, packing my stuff. Thermos, smokes that worn-out paperback. Hands shaking like I'm coming off a bender. The lanterns in my bag, glowing through the canvas. But I don't give a damn. I'm out. I grab the keys, sling the bag over my shoulder, and head for the gate. The mist's a solid wall now, swallowing the barracks, the trees, everything past 20 feet. I reach the gate, fumble with the lock. It's jammed, rusted shut, maybe, but it opened fine yesterday. I jiggle it, kick the metal, curse loud enough to wake the woods. Nothing budges. The air shifts, that desert heat again, dry and thick, and I hear boots behind me, slow and steady, closing in. I spin, flashlight swinging, but the mist's empty, just gray on gray. The lantern pulses in my bag, fast and urgent, like it's sounding an alarm. Not now, I snap, turning back to the gate. I yank the chain hard, and it mocks me, holding tight. Screw this, I mutter, and sprint to my truck. Keys in, engine turns, nothing. Not a sputter, not a cough, just dead silence. I slam the wheel, glance up, and the gatehouse lights on. I didn't leave it on. Through the window, I see it, the lantern sitting on the desk, glowing green. I left it in my bag. My stomach drops, and the footsteps start again, circling the truck, crunching gravel slow and sure. I lock the doors, hold my breath, and wait. Nothing moves outside, but the mist's thicker, pressing the glass like it's got weight. I grab my phone, hands sweaty, and dial Mark. "Pick up, you bastard." I mutter, listening to the ring. Connects, and I talk fast. "Mark, it's Jack. I'm at the base. Shit's gone wrong." My voice cuts off. It's me on the other end, low and cold. "You left us, Crow." I drop the phone, and it lights up, green, words flashing. "We're here." I smash it against the dash, screen cracking, but the voice keeps going, faint through the static. The lantern's out of my bag now, on the passenger seat, no idea how. It's pulsing, and the footsteps get louder, closer, thumping the ground. I grab it, fling the door open, and stumble out, mist swallowing me whole. "Leave me alone," I yell, voice cracking. The glow flares, and I see them. Shapes in the haze, soldiers, dozens, staring at me. Danny's there, Kev too, and they're not moving, just watching. I hurl the lantern, hard, and it hits the ground, light spilling out like green blood. The footsteps stop. The mist stills. I stand there, chest heaving, and laugh raw, ragged, relieved. "That's it? You're done," I say, wiping sweat from my brow. Silence. I turn back to the truck, keys still in the ignition, and it roars to life, headlights piercing the haze. I freeze, half expecting a trap, but it's running. I glance at the lantern. Still there, glowing, unbroken. I don't think. I climb in, slam the door, and peel out, tires spinning on gravel. The gates open now, wide, like it was never locked. I don't look back, just drive, mist thinning as I hit the road. My hands grip the wheel, knuckles white, and I tell myself it's over. I'm free, but the rear view's dark, and the hum's still there, faint, in my head. I light a smoke, take a drag, and mutter, "Not real," but the glow's in my bag again, and I don't dare check. 9 nights, and I'm trapped. The truck wouldn't start again after that frantic escape. The gates locked tight, and the lantern's back in my hands. Glowing, humming, claiming me. I'm in the gatehouse, mist pressing the windows, radio in one hand, phone in the other. I've been trying to call out for hours, Mark, 911, anyone. But it's static or nothing every time. My voice is shot from yelling, my nerves fried from waiting. The lantern's on the desk, pulsing like it's taunting me, and I'm starting to think it's got a mind of its own. I key the radio again, desperate. "Base, this is Crow. Anyone copy? I'm stuck out here. Something's wrong." Static crackles back, loud and harsh, like a storm brewing. I slam it down, grab my phone, and dial Mark again. "Come on, you son of a bitch, pick up." I mutter, pacing the cramped room. It rings, connects, and I start fast. "Mark, it's Jack. I'm losing it, man. You gotta get me out of..." My voice cuts off. It's me on the other end, slow and icy. "You left us, Crow." I drop the phone, and it hits the floor, screen flaring green. Words flash across it. "We're still here." I smash it against the wall, glass shattering, but the voice keeps going, faint, tinny, bouncing around the room. "You left us." I yank the radio plug out, toss it across the shack, and the lantern flares, bright enough to blind me. When my eyes clear, the logbooks open on the desk. I didn't touch it. Pages flipping on their own. Names glow in the dark, Torres, Miller, Crow, and dates shift, jumping to last night, then today, then tomorrow. My name's underlined, ink wet, smearing when I brush it. I stumble back, chest tight, and the mist outside swirls, pressing harder, like it's trying to break through. The lantern's hum turns to whispers, and I hear Danny's laugh, loud, sharp, slicing into me. "You're late, Crow," he says, and it's not just in my head. It's outside, echoing off the walls. I grab the lantern, shake it hard. "What do you want from me?" I yell, voice breaking. The glow pulses, and the room shifts. Hot, dry, sand under my boots. I hear the chopper again, blades thumping, and my squad's voices calling my name. I drop to the floor, hands over my ears, but it's useless. They're inside me, tearing me apart. You left us? You left us? I crawl to the window, peek out, and the mist's alive. Faces everywhere, Danny's closest, staring through the glass. We're still here, he says, and his breath clouds the pane, green and cold. I jerk back, trip, and the lantern rolls toward me, stopping at my feet. The whispers turn to screams. The explosion, the fire, my hands failing them. I light a smoke, hands trembling, and take a drag. The flame flickers and I see my face in it. Not Danny's this time, mine, eyes black. I stomp it out, cursing, and grab the logbook. This isn't real, I mutter, ripping pages. But they flip back, names glowing brighter. The phone buzzes, cracked, dead, but buzzing. And my voice comes through again. We're waiting. I hurl it, and it smacks the wall, screen flashing green one last time before going dark. The mist's thicker now, seeping under the door, and the lantern pulses, slow and steady. I sit, back against the wall, and listen. Footsteps outside, voices inside, all chanting my name. I don't move. I don't fight. I stare at the glow, wondering if they're right. If I left them, or if they've been with me all along, waiting for me to see it. The room's quiet, but the hum's louder, and I know they're not done. Not yet. 10 nights and I've hit my limit. This thing's screwing with me and I'm ending it. Tonight, I'm in the gatehouse, lantern on the desk, glowing like it's daring me to make a move. I grab it, a can of lighter fluid from the supply closet, and a box of matches. You're finished? I mutter, voice steady for once. I march outside, mist swallowing me whole, thick and cold. But I don't care. I'm past caring. I douse the lantern, fluid splashing my hands, and strike a match. Flame flaring bright in the gloom. I drop it, and the fire leaps up, green and wild, licking the brass. For a moment I feel good, victorious, even. Burn, you bastard, I say, grinning as the flames twist and climb. Then it snuffs out. Not slow, not fading, but gone. Like someone pinched it dead. The lantern sits there, untouched, glowing brighter, mocking me. The hum's a roar now, shaking the ground, and I back up, boots slipping in the mud. The mist rolls in fast, heavy as smoke, and shapes move in it. Soldiers, dozens, hundreds, all staring at me. Danny steps forward, his face half melted, blood dripping green. You can't leave us again, he says, and the others echo it, voices stacking up, crushing me. I turn, bolt for the trees, branches clawing my face, mist choking my lungs. The lantern's still in my hand. I don't recall grabbing it, burning my skin, but I can't drop it. The footsteps follow, an army marching in sync, boots pounding the earth. I trip, hit a root, and the glow spills out, lighting the woods. They're everywhere. Hanging from trees, standing in the haze, eyes black and hollow. Kev's there, Miller too, and they're not mad. They're waiting like I'm overdue. You left us, Danny says, closer now, his hand reaching out. I swing the lantern, smash it against a trunk, and it cracks. Light pouring out like green blood, thick and slow. The soldiers vanish, mist stilling, and I laugh, raw, ragged, relieved. That's it, I mutter, standing up. Silence. Just me and the broken brass at my feet. Then the hum kicks up again, faint, from the pieces. I freeze, chest tight, and the mist shifts, swirling, alive. Footsteps behind me, slow and heavy. I turn, and it's me. My face, scarred and tired, glowing green, smiling that wrong smile. You can't leave us, it says in my voice, and the lantern's whole again, back in my hand. I drop it, back away, but the glow follows, lighting the trees, showing me more bodies, faces, my squad, all swaying in the haze. I run again, crashing through the woods, lantern dragging me down. The mist's thicker, the air's hot, and I hear the chopper, blades thumping, closing in. I stop, panting, and light a smoke, hands shaky. The flame flickers and I see them in it. Danny, Kev, me, all burning, all glowing. I drop it, stomp it out, and the lantern pulses, showing me the desert again. The wreck, the fire, my hands failing them. Not real, I mutter, but my voice cracks, and the footsteps circle tighter. I grab the lantern, hold it up, and scream, "What do you want?" The glow flares, blinding, and when it fades, I'm surrounded, soldiers, endless, stretching into the mist. Danny's there, smiling, and says, "You!" I hurl it again, hard, and it hits the ground, light dimming. The footsteps stop, the mist lifts, and I'm alone. I laugh, shaky, and stumble back to the gatehouse. But the hum's still there, faint, in my head, and I know it's not over. I left them once. They won't let me do it again. 11 nights, and I'm not sure I'm me anymore. I'm deep in the woods now, lantern blazing, mist so thick I can taste it. Damp, bitter, alive. I don't know how I got here. Last I remember, I was at the gatehouse, but the trees pulled me in and I'm too far gone to care. The soldiers are everywhere, shadows first, then solid, closing in tight. Danny's up front, Kev and Miller beside him, and they're not whispering now. They're loud, voices crashing together, shaking the earth. "You're late, Crow," Danny says, and it's not just him. It's inside my skull, rattling my bones. I look down, and my hands are wrong scarred. Rough, but not mine. They're older, trembling, faintly glowing green. My reflection in a puddle shows me, but not me. My face, sure, but hollowed out, eyes black like theirs. The lantern pulses, and I see it. Me standing with them in uniform, dog tags glinting, green light spilling from my chest. Was I ever here? Did I ever leave? I swing the lantern hard, and it smashes against a tree, cracking open, light flooding out. The soldiers vanish, mist stilling, and I'm alone, or so I think. I stumble forward, boots sinking into mud, and the hum starts again, low and steady, from the broken pieces. "Not real," I mutter, but my voice echoes back, warped, like someone's copying me. The mist shifts, and there's my face again. Closer now, smiling that slow, wrong smile. "You can't leave us," it says in my voice, colder, emptier. I back up, trip, and hit the ground, lantern rolling toward me, whole again. The glow flares, and I see the desert, the wreck, the fire, my squad dying. But I'm not pulling them out. I'm with them, burning, glowing, staring back at myself. I crawl, gasping, and the mist closes in, soldiers reappearing, hundreds now, stretching into the dark. Danny steps forward, his face flickering. Flesh, bone, flesh again. "You left us," he says, and his hand grabs my wrist, ice cold, yanking me up. I jerk free, swing the lantern again, and it cracks more, light spilling like thick green syrup. They vanish and I run, crashing through trees, branches clawing me, mist choking me. The hum's louder, pounding in my chest, and I hear the chopper. Close now, blades slicing the air. I stop, chest heaving, and light a smoke. The flame trembles, and I see myself in it. Glowing, grinning, gone. I drop it, stomp it out, and the lantern pulses, showing me the truth, or what it wants me to believe. I'm still there in that desert with them and this base, this life. Maybe it's the lie. I grab the lantern, hold it up, and scream, "What am I?" The glow blinds me, and when it fades, I'm surrounded. My squad, soldiers I don't know, all watching, all waiting. Danny's there, smiling, and says, "One of us." I hurl it, hard, and it shatters. Pieces scattering, light dimming. The mist lifts, the soldiers fade, and I'm alone, kneeling in the mud. I laugh, raw, broken, relieved, and stand, legs shaky. The hum's gone, the glow's gone, and I stumble back toward the base, trees thinning as I go. The gatehouse looms ahead, dark and quiet, and I mutter, "It's over." But as I reach the door, I hear it. A single step, behind me, slow and heavy. I freeze, breath catching, and my voice whispers back, "You can't leave us." I turn, and the mist's rolling in again, thick and gray, but there's nothing there. Just trees, just dark. I step inside, lock the door, and sit, staring at my hands. Still scarred, still mine, but glowing faintly green. The hum's back, soft, in my head, and I know they're still out there, still with me. I light another smoke, take a drag, and mutter, "Not yet," but the glow's in my eyes now, and I'm not sure who's watching who anymore. 12 nights and I'm out, or so I tell myself. I don't know how I made it back to the gatehouse, but here I am, keys in hand, truck rumbling outside. The mist's thinning, peeling back from the barracks. The trees, like it's letting me go. My hands are shaking, scarred and raw, but I'm alive, I think. I grab my bag, stumble out, and climb into the cab, slamming the door hard enough to rattle the frame. The engine's growling, headlights cutting through the haze, and I peel out, tires screaming on gravel. The gates open wide, like it was never locked, and I don't look back. An hour later, I'm home. A shitty one-bedroom on the edge of town, door locked, lights blazing. I pour a whiskey, cheap, rough, just right, and down it, glass clinking against my teeth. The hum's gone. The voices are gone. I'm safe. I laugh loud, raw, almost choking on it, and it feels good, like I've clawed my way out of a pit. I slump onto the couch, light a smoke, and take a drag, letting the nicotine burn away the last of my nerves. "You did it, Jack," I mutter, grinning at the ceiling. "You're free." Then I hear it. A creak, slow and deliberate, from the bedroom down the hall. I freeze, smoke curling from my lips, heart kicking back into gear. My bag's on the floor, unzipped, and the lantern's there. Glowing green, whole again like I never smashed it. I drop the cigarette, crush it under my boot, and stand, slow, eyes locked on that light. "No," I whisper, voice trembling. "No, no, no." The air shifts, hot, dry, like the desert, and footsteps echo down the hall, steady, closing in. I grab the lantern, hands slick, and it's warm, pulsing like it's got a heartbeat. "I got rid of you," I say louder now, backing toward the door. The hum starts up, soft, familiar, and the footsteps stop, right behind me. I don't turn. I can't. My breath's fogging the air, green and cold, and I hear Danny's voice, faint in my ear. "You left us." I spin, swinging the lantern, but the room's empty. Just me, the glow, and that hum sinking into my bones. I stumble outside, barefoot, mist rolling thick across the yard. The lantern's burning my hand, but I can't let go, won't. "Leave me alone," I yell, voice breaking, and hurl it, hard, into the street. It hits pavement, rolls and stops, light flaring bright enough to blind me. When my eyes clear, they're there. Danny, Kev, Miller, all of them standing in the haze watching. My face is with them, glowing green, smiling that wrong smile. "You can't leave us," it says, and the others nod, slow, like they've been waiting for this moment. I back up, trip over the curb, and hit the ground, chest heaving. The lantern's still there, glowing, unbroken, and the footsteps start again, circling me, closing in tight. I crawl back to the house, lock the door, and sit, lantern on the floor in front of me. The hum's louder, the glow's brighter, and I hear them, all of them, whispering my name. I light a smoke, take a drag, and mutter, "I didn't leave you," but my voice echoes back, warped, and the glow's in my eyes now, green and cold. Outside, the mist thickens, swallowing the street, the town, everything. The lantern's gone from the floor. Back in the woods now, I feel it, glowing faintly among the trees, waiting for someone else to stumble across it. I sit there, smoke trembling in my hand, and listen to the footsteps. Slow, steady, endless. The hums in my head, the glows in my skin, and I wonder if I ever left that desert, if I ever left them. The room's quiet, but the mist's alive, and something watches from the dark, waiting for me to move. I just sit, and the last thing I hear is my own voice, soft and sure. We're still here,